Sorry for that delay. So let's begin. All right, I have some data with me. Let me pull up that data. Okay, so we are on the incidents table, and today we are going to look at a concept that if I'm importing some data and uh, and I'm importing it via some transform map activity, there might be some fields which we are not importing it through the transform activity. So how do we go ahead and fill in those data on the incident table is what we are going to look at. All right. So let me quickly go here. So here we can see a list of incidents. Okay. So for my incident record, if I can show you my incident record, it says caller and short description are mandatory. Okay, two fields which are mandatory. So let's verify if those two fields are present over here. Okay, because we don't want to skip the mandatory fields and do an import. Let's make sure that the mandatory data is already filled in. All right, and I'm matching the values. I'm ensuring that I'm filling in only those values which are present in the ServiceNow database. Okay, in the user database, these values are already present. So I'm pushing in only those values. What if I push a different value which is not present on the user table? You see that value in blue. Okay, so with that, I'm adding 3 more fields which are non-mandatory, of course, on the incident table. But these values, I'm presetting these values for a certain value. Okay, so for a certain field value. Okay, I'm presetting these fields for a certain preset value. So there are 19 incidents in total, and I'm putting in the short description as template test 1, 2, 3. These are all imported already, by the way. I did a test and that worked. So what I'll do over here is I'll redo the whole thing once again. I'll say demo. Okay, I'm just changing the data over here. I'll say demo and I'll change the data which is present. So I have now changed my source data and I'm saving it. So the file name is inc_import. I'll close this data. Now I'll go to my load data. Okay. To make sure that my source, which is my import set here, okay, that gets a new file. All right, so I'm choosing existing table as the same import set which I used for importing my data into the incidents table, and then I choose the source as file, choose file. Okay, we have modified this file, remember. Okay, if I hover over it, it says 11:46. 11:46 is the time, so it's the updated file. And I'm saying start importing from sheet 1, header row 1, which contains the fields. Okay, field names, sorry, I'll say import. So that's success. Now let's go ahead and create a transform map. We can actually run an existing transform map, but I want to show you how the whole process is by repeating the same. Okay, we will say demo template as a transform map name just to identify it. And then no, I'm not going to run the business rules. This actually did alter my data during the first trial. So I'm not going to run the business rule because I'm quite not sure about what are the business rules which are present, and I don't want to put in time analyzing what are the business rules and how to modify the data accordingly. I'll just keep the data as it is while it is getting transformed, and I'll choose my target table as incident. So, uh, okay, let's make sure that the mandatory fields are in force. Okay, there are just two mandatory fields, and we are of course providing the values, so I need not worry about the enforcement of mandatory fields. We are all set. So here's the scripted template. All right. So I will say, I want to, where is the template present now? It is present on the target table, right? It is on the incident table. If I go to my incident table, then I can see that I have a new template apart from the two out of the box. So here's what the new template says. Okay, it says set assigned to on the incident form. All right, and I have named it as set assigned to. So it's setting up the category to software, impact to low, knowledge as false, urgency as high. So that sets up the priority as well. And then we have assigned to as Daniel Zill. To just distinguish this particular trial, I will assign it to a different user, probably someone starting with E. Okay, we'll choose Edgar. And we will say update. Okay. All right. So it is this template set assigned to that I choose on my transform map script. Now I will use the keyword target. I'm sorry. Target dot apply template, which I can set it to the template name. And yeah, we are pretty much done. So let's submit the transform map. So I have not auto mapped the fields. I know that. Okay, I have not auto mapped the fields, but since the field names are in sync with the names which are present on the incident table, I hope it's a successful import. Okay. Now let's check. Sorry, we have just created the transform map. So let's go to run transform. We need to do a auto mapping assist. Demo template it is. Okay. But before that, I just want to let me get into the new import set and check. It says loaded and it's pending. Okay, let's visit the new transform map. I thought of skipping the mapping assist, but still we will do it just to ensure that it works. Okay, demo template. So here's the step we missed, auto map matching fields. So it will automatically map the fields that we have provided in the Excel file. Okay, it's picking up those source fields from the Excel. It's automatically making it a custom name u underscore, and then it's checking for the relevant value in the target table, which is the assignment table, and it does the auto mapping. Okay, now we are all set, so we can update. Thank you. And I can close this. I'll now run a transform. This is my pending transform map. So I'll now run a transform with the new transform map, and I'll say transform. Complete. Okay, so let's visit the list of incidents and say demo. Okay, so how many records did we get? 19. All 19 of them are on the incident table. Let's verify them. Let's verify if our template does work. Scripted template does work. Okay. So my scripted template says assigned to Eddie Gaur. Okay, that's one unique value that I can pick up from, and it is assigned to Eddie Gaur. Okay, so the demo template does work because you can see all the users are assigned to Eddie Gaur. Okay, and that's what apply template can do during a transform map activity. You can make use of it on your scripts to fill in any values which you cannot update during the transform activity. This is very useful, and I thought of this as a self-imagined scenario and could successfully complete it. Thank you very much for watching, and you have a good day. Bye all.